So you got this dream of being this big-shot Hollywood screenwriter, but you got troubles writing a screenplay. Worry not, my friend, I'm here to help. I'm VR, and I'm here to show you how to write a screenplay. Let's get to it. Screenplay is the movie in written form, meaning that it only shows us what we're supposed to see and hear. The font must be Courier New, because other than the fact that it's the font of the typewriter, which is what screenwriters used in yesteryears of Hollywood, it saves space in the page, because in a screenplay, one page is equals to 1 minute. It's really hard to think of an original story for your screenplay, so think first on what your story should be, and how it must impact the audience. Here's a tip on making up a story. Find inspiration from the things around you. People, places, things you like. It could even be your own life experiences. You'll eventually get an idea inside your head, so write that synopsis down before you forget it. Once that's done, lay out the events of your story one by one. And when you're done with that, make an outline. And once that's done, work on your draft. And that's how you make a story. It's up to you on how you should tell it. I'm talking about the narrative structure. Characters are the people that give your script life. Characters must have depth, be relatable, unique, but most importantly, they must have an arc. Character arcs not only make your screenplay more interesting, but also let your character develop. You don't want your character to stay the same at the end of the movie, because that means everything that happens in it is pointless. The thing about dialogue is that it must be dynamic. You don't want a character to say the same thing over and over again. Now here's a tip. When you make a line of dialogue, make it simple and natural so that the audience will stay invested and care about what they're talking about. Now that you made it through steps 1 through 4, you need to know how to make the actual screenplay, which is absolute hell. A screenplay always starts with fade in, which begins at the top left corner of the page. A scene always starts with what we call a slug line, which is that little line which tells you where and when a scene takes place, with the words interior, which means inside, and exterior, which means outside. And here's what a slug line looks like. Interior, living room, afternoon. Under that is what we call scene direction, which is what happens within the scene. It's also where we can introduce characters. Speaking of characters, to introduce them, write their name in all caps, bold, comma, and then their description, which can either be their physical attributes, their occupation, or the personality. In dialogue, there is what we call OS, which means a character is speaking off screen, obviously. And then there's VO, which means voiceover, which can either be narration or a character is speaking in their head. There are also editing instructions to make things more interesting. There's cut to, fade to, solve to, quick cut, series of cuts, cross cut, cross fade. That's all I got. But if you're working on a spec script, it's better not to add these first. They're only used in shooting scripts. To know the difference between the two, go to the link which is not in the description below. A screenplay always ends with fade to black or fade out, and then the end. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are the 5 steps to writing a screenplay. I hope this helped on your little journey, and I hope this marks the start on becoming a screenwriter, and good luck on your screenplay. I hope this helped. This is VR, signing off.